All right, XRP fam, this is the moment. XRP is in the middle of a live breakout. I'm about to show you exactly what is happening. We're talking the Fed's upcoming rate cuts, billions flooding into Bitcoin ETFs, XRP charts flashing a breakout setup, and why the next 2 to 3 daily closes could decide whether XRP rockets to 370 or it pulls back for one last shakeout. Here's what we're diving into on this beautiful Friday night. Are markets already front-running the Fed? How ETF inflows are fueling altcoins. The live XRP chart with key levels you need to watch. And finally, XRP's massive setup that could send this breakout into overdrive. Stay with me. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to the Bullwinkle Blueprint, folks. If you're new around here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're coming back for some more of that good info. Well, the ultimate way to support the channel and the free way to support the channel is to hit that thumbs up. It takes you 2 seconds. If you're on mobile, get rid of the comments. You'll see that thumbs up button. If you're on desktop, you know what to do. The more thumbs up we get, the more YouTube pushes these videos and sends them to Valhalla, exactly where XRP is going. Now, without further ado, let's jump over to it because, I don't know, man, markets are getting juicy. We're not out the water yet, but the markets are heating up. It's getting spicy out there. I told you, all we got to do is make it through September. We're about halfway through the month. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's make it, folks. Bitcoin, $115,976. It's currently up 1.28%. Ethereum coming in at 4,653. It's currently up over 5%. And XRP in the middle of a nice little breakout, the nice little run that it's on, coming in at $3.09. Total cryptocurrency market cap has exploded over 4 trillion. Remember, just last week, we were at 3.89 trillion. We are now currently sitting at 4.06. Where do I want to see these markets when this bull run is over? 7 to 10. 7 to 10 trillion is going to be your magical number. 4 to 7 trillion, not going to cut it. 7 to 10 is the key number. Now, before we get into the juicy stuff and we get into all the charts and the institutional flows, I want you to think about this as we go through the video, right? Let's start here. Do you think the markets are currently front-running the Fed? Because the first of 3 expected rate cuts this year is lined up for next week. Traditionally, rate cuts act like rocket fuel for risk assets, aka crypto. Equity surge, liquidity pours in. The question is, are we already pricing it in, or is the real rally still ahead? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. You know, as we look away from crypto and look at the other markets, right? Stocks are pressing highs. Crypto is definitely starting to wake up. And XRP, well, it's already pushing higher. So if history repeats, the first cut could be the ignition that sends XRP blasting past resistance. Where is the resistance rip? Very easy, very simple. A lot of people are going to throw you numbers, 310, 320, 360. I don't care about any of those. We need to break $4. It doesn't matter if we break 320. It doesn't matter if we break 360. The ultimate final boss, okay, go back to your video game era, is sitting at $4. When that is broken and we need to get at least 3 daily closes, I'll even take a weekly, even better, give me a monthly close above $4, and then this thing would enter in an official price discovery phase. We are not there just yet. Yes, we made it. Look, we can discuss the XRP all-time high price. We'll save that for a live stream on Wednesday. There are so many different numbers. If you ask me, XRP did not enter a true price discovery just yet. Just yet. It is coming. We're going to skip that. Winklevoss twins. Today was their big day, right? Gemini went public. It is out there. I think it was doing pretty good. I think it opened around 24 and it shot up to like 32, something like that. But they are live. Congratulations to them. And here we go. Here's one of the Winklevoss twins talking right now, and he's telling everyone on CNBC that is tuning in that Bitcoin still has a 10x left in it. Listen.
Was when we launched Gemini in 2015. in October, so almost 10 years ago today. And I think the price of Bitcoin was $380. And so we've come a long way, but we also think it's still very much the bottom of the first inning, because we see Bitcoin trading at $1 million a Bitcoin if it disrupts gold. And we think Bitcoin is gold 2.0. And I think we said the same exact thing to you about 10 years ago today. So we think there's easily a 10x from here. And it's still really early. And I think we'll be sitting here 10 years from now and looking back and saying, wow, today was really early. It was when we launched Gemini.
There you go. And I think he's right. I think Bitcoin, as crazy as it's now, started at $1. I think it does get to over $1 million. Then we get this coming in from Nate. Over 500 million poured into spot Bitcoin ETFs today alone. Nearly 2 billion so far in September. For the year, over 21 billion in inflows. Well, why does this matter for XRP? It's simple. Once institutions are inside through Bitcoin, capital will eventually rotate into altcoins. It's that simple, folks. Bitcoin's the gateway, but XRP is where utility and momentum collide. We're already seeing the setup. Bitcoin inflows are stabilizing the markets, altcoins are perking up, and XRP is sitting right on the edge of breakout territory. And this brings us to the main event. The live XRP chart, which is screaming something massive is brewing. Here's the chart for you. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about all the indicators on the screen. You can see your RSI is at the bottom. You can see all our beautiful, lovely lines up here. You got your 50, your 100 EMA. So what are we looking at? Very simple. And this is on the daily chart. XRP just bounced perfectly off the 100 EMA. That's a textbook support level. You can see the little plus sign. That's your bounce to the up. RSI down here. We ripped back above 50. You can see 50 RSI was about right here. We went, whoop, flew right by it. What is that signal? It's that bulls are starting to regain control. And now we got to clean our higher low formation, which historically precedes bigger legs up. We can look in right here where it went down, your high or low, and what are we expecting out of here? A nice clean breakout that's going to take us above $4. The question is that breakout going to happen now, or is it going to make us wait until October or possibly even next week if Jerome announces the cut? So currently the magic number, everyone, get your pen and paper or write this down, $3.20. We're about 9 cents away from that. This is the wall. This has been the lid holding XRP down. A clean daily close. And we can still get the daily close if we get a nice little pump before the close comes in. Above 320, well, that flips the chart fully bullish and sets up a measured move up to 350 to $3.70. And this isn't just about a few cents, because breaking that 320 barrier is going to unleash momentum. Your shorts are going to get squeezed out. Sideline traders are going to start FOMOing back in, and suddenly XRP becomes the trade of the moment. We've seen this movie before. Every major XRP rally starts with this exact formula, which brings us to the bigger picture. Why this breakout isn't just technical. It is being supercharged by fundamentals. Here are your fundamentals. I put out the tweet a little bit earlier. This is where the puzzle pieces all snap together. Rate cuts mean liquidity injection. Bitcoin's ETF inflows mean institutions are engaged. And XRP's chart, well, it's primed to make that breakout above $3.20. Let's talk about our 3 bullish check marks here. 1, liquidity from the Fed. A rising tide lifts crypto. 2, institutional inflows. Capital rotates into altcoins. And 3, XRP's breakout setup with your perfect storm brewing right now. So 320, first stop, break that. We go to 350 to 370, and that is your first stop. Because once this level is gone, folks, momentum snowballs. Traders see confirmation, algorithms flip long, and XRP's rally feeds on itself. But here's the FOMO factor. The next 2 to 3 daily closes are absolutely crucial. You missed a window, and you could miss the move. So let me ask you, are you leaning breakout or are you leaning fake out? Because XRP's breakout, It's not just coming, folks. It is already in motion, and the decision point is right now. So here's the full picture. The Fed's about to cut rates. Liquidity is already flowing back into crypto. Bitcoin ETFs are sucking in billions. And XRP's chart is flashing a textbook breakout signal. And the next 2 to 3 daily closes, they're going to tell the story. This isn't why XRP is just another altcoin. It's the setup where technicals and fundamentals, they collide. And it's happening live. Don't blink, because if XRP clears 320, and it will, the floodgates to 370 and beyond, they open instantly. And if you're fired up as much as I am about this, you better smash that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Breakout or fake out, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. XRP's breakout, it's live. It's in motion. Guess what? We're right in the middle of it.